Are animal proteins superior to plant proteins? If I eat soy, will this increase the estrogen levels in my body? I need to eat at least 100 grams of protein a day, otherwise I'm not going to build any muscle. But are these claims actually true? So today we're breaking down the biggest myths about protein using science-based evidence so you can separate fact from fiction once and for all. If you're new here, hi guys, my name is Nisha. I'm an internal medicine resident passionate about preventative care and lifestyle medicine. So let's dive in. Myth number 1, animal proteins are superior to plant proteins. Where did this come from? Many believe that animal proteins are better because 1, it's a complete protein, or one that contains all 9 essential amino acids, 2, it's more digestible than plant proteins, and 3, it's superior for building muscle. So let's break these down one by one. First, let's talk about the truth behind complete proteins. Complete protein is one that contains all 9 essential amino acids. Animal proteins are naturally complete, while some plant proteins contain a lower amount of certain amino acids. But here is the biggest misconception. You don't actually need to eat all 9 amino acids in one setting. New research says that your body actually stores and recycles amino acids throughout the day. Eating a variety of plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, grains, nuts, and seeds ensures you get all 9 essential amino acids. Furthermore, plant proteins like soy, quinoa, hemp, and amaranth actually naturally contain all 9 essential amino acids, all on their own. If you want to look at some of the research that supports this, a 2023 systematic review found that a well-planned vegan and vegetarian diet provides sufficient protein when a variety of plant foods are consumed. A 2020 review also concluded that vegan diets meet or exceed protein requirements when properly planned. Part 2. Are animal proteins more digestible than plant proteins? The answer is yes, and this is due to animal proteins having a higher DIAAS score. And that stands for Digestible Indispensable Amino Acid Score. And if you're like me and had no idea what the heck this means, don't worry, I took a deep dive into this. So the DIAAS score measures how much of each amino acid your body actually absorbs from food. And this is a protein quality metric used by the Food and Agriculture Organization. So the DIAAS combines 3 things. First, the essential amino acid content of each food, ileal digestibility, or how much is actually absorbed in the last part of your small intestine, and 3, the protein requirements per age group. The concept of ileal digestibility, or how much of the amino acid is absorbed in your intestine, was very interesting, and I took it a step further to see where they're getting this data from. Most of these studies are actually done on pigs, not humans, which I thought was interesting. There's one study I found that compared these pigs to people with ileostomies, but that sample size was very small. It was only like 5 people they were comparing it to. In short, we do need larger trials looking at more comprehensive variables to confirm these findings. Myth number 2, you need massive amounts of protein to build muscle. I feel like protein is such a hot topic in diet culture these days. I feel like scrolling on Instagram, I see so many recipes that say in bold letters, 40 grams of protein, 100 grams of protein, things like that. And I also have a lot of patients coming to me every other day in my clinic asking if they should be adopting more high protein diet and if this will improve their longevity, improve their chronic health conditions. Let's first take a step back. How much protein do you actually need? See, it does vary by your activity level. So for a sedentary lifestyle, for example, or someone who doesn't exercise regularly and works a desk job predominantly, this person will only require 0.8 grams per kilogram of protein per day. And on the other hand, if you are doing regular exercise and doing things like strength training, heavy lifting, HIIT, bodybuilding, then you will need a higher protein requirement, about 1.6 to 2 grams per kilogram of your body weight. And if you are an elite athlete, like training for the Olympics, for example, then your protein requirements will probably far exceed that of a normal person like you and I. And in that case, you should definitely talk to a dietitian who specializes in sports medicine. However, if you are like you and me, then the general safe upper limit is 2 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. Let's take a peek at what the research says. A 2018 meta-analysis reviewing over 49 studies found that protein intake beyond 1.6 gram per kilogram of body weight per day doesn't actually significantly increase muscle growth. A 2019 study recommends 1.6 to 2.2 gram per kilogram per day for optimal muscle growth. Key takeaway, more protein doesn't equal health. Your total protein intake should always depend on how much activity you're doing in a day. Myth number 3, plant proteins can't build muscle as well as animal proteins. False. If total protein intake is adequate, both plant and animal proteins will support similar muscle gains. And there are a ton of research articles to back this up. A 2023 study in sports medicine found no difference in muscle growth between plant and animal proteins when intake was matched. Another trial, the swap meat trial, which I commend them for their use of puns, this showed that replacing animal protein with plant protein actually maintained muscle mass and strength. I'll link more articles down below in the description box if you guys are more interested in learning about this. So if you are vegan or vegetarian and you are trying to grow muscle, then make sure you focus on eating a variety of plant-based proteins, not just sticking to lentils 3 times a day, for example. Make sure you're eating quinoa, amaranth, grains, all that good stuff. Another pro tip is to prioritize high leucine foods. These are things like soy, lentils, and quinoa. And leucine is a type of amino acid, and in some studies, it does show that this plays a role in activating and stimulating muscle growth. Myth number 4, soy increases estrogen and lowers testosterone. Let's set the record straight right here and now. Soy does not increase your estrogen levels. This is actually a common misconception due to the presence of phytoestrogens in soy. Soy contains isoflavones, which are a type of phytoestrogen, which is a plant-based compound with a very weak estrogen-like effect. However, phytoestrogens are much weaker than the human estrogen, and actually don't function in the same way at all as estrogen does traditionally that's produced by your body. In fact, numerous studies show that in humans, soy does not significantly increase estrogen levels or disrupt hormones, and there is a lot of evidence to support this. A 2021 meta-analysis of 41 studies showed that soy does not lower testosterone or increase estrogen in men. A 2010 review showed that even high doses of soy protein had no impact whatsoever on testosterone, estrogen, or sperm quality. A 2016 study done on postmenopausal women also showed that no significant effects on estrogen levels were seen when they consumed soy. And soy may even be protective in this population. Finally, there was a lot of worry when this myth came out that soy increases your risk for breast cancer by acting as estrogen. However, this is false. Large studies show that soy consumption does not increase your breast cancer risk. It may actually even be protective due to its anti-estrogenic effects in breast tissue. Key takeaways here: soy does not increase estrogen in men or women. It has either a neutral or protective effect. 2. Moderate soy consumption, about 1 to 2 servings a day, is safe and may provide health benefits. 3. Soy foods like tofu, tempeh, edamame are excellent sources of protein, fiber, and heart-healthy compounds. For final takeaways, plant proteins are just as effective as animal proteins for muscle growth. Number 2, you don't need to combine plant proteins at every meal. Just eat a variety throughout the day and you'll be good. Number 3, total protein intake and activity levels matters more than the protein source. And number 4, soy is safe and does not cause hormonal balances. So which protein myth surprised you the most? Let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. It really supports my channel. And follow me on Instagram at The Radish Healer for more science-based health tips. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!